what took you so long? But you just released the big board on ESPN.com. So as we begin this season, who were the top 3 players in the inaugural Mel Kiper Jr. 2019 billboard? Big board.
We had to get to inside of 9 months. Now we're 8 months to the draft. That's why we wait till 8 months till the draft to get the big board up. But I think you look at defense. That's what it's going to be dominated by. And we have 3 great defensive linemen at the top of the board. And you start out, what's separating? Well, interior pressure of Ed Oliver from Houston. Oliver can get after the quarterback, that up-the-gut presence, 16.5 tackles for loss. He was spectacular from day one as a true freshman. If he goes and puts out more sack total numbers this year, he's going to be right there with Nick Bosa. And so you have Ed Oliver, defensive tackle like an Aaron Donald. Then you have Nick Bosa, like Joey Bosa, his brother, Father John Bosa, first-round pick out of BC to Miami a while ago. So great bloodlines, the bending of the edge, strong, powerful hands, great technique. That's what Nick Bosa brings to that Ohio State Buckeye defense. He's right there. You want inside pressure, you got Oliver. Outside pressure, you got Bosa. And then you got Rashan Gary from Michigan who can do it all, Green. He was #1 of any player in any position coming out of high school, and he has lived up to that billing with Jim Harbaugh, with the Michigan Wolverines, a team that I think can surprise. Obviously, they got to win at Notre Dame this Saturday, but Rashan Gary at 6'4", 280, scheme versatility that he brings is going to make him a very coveted player come late April.
Boy, you just made the gentleman to my right very. Can I get a hail out of you here really quickly?
Hail, hail.
He's excited.
Let's go this Saturday, Blue.
All right, Mel, everyone's always interested, of course, in the quarterbacks. Yeah. So where are the quarterbacks on the big board?
Well, you know, right now they're in that mid to late first round area, but Justin Herbert from Oregon, when I went back and looked at what Oregon's offense was when Herbert was out there, then he got hurt, came back. The difference was unbelievable. And what he meant to that offense, his completion percentage over 67%. This kid can spin it. He's 6'4", 225. Watch out for him. And then Drew Lock from Missouri. People will look at that completion percentage like they did for Josh Allen at Wyoming and say, whoa, he's overrated. No, he's not. He's got the big-time arm. The completion percentage has improved every year in that Missouri program. And I think Drew Lock, because he's got that howitzer, will be like Josh Allen, probably in the top 10 after all said and done.
All right, so those at the very top. Any other quarterback you're keeping a close eye on that could, with a big season, wind up turning himself into a high first-round pick?
Yeah, I'm going to go to Ryan Finley. He was at Boise State. He ends up at NC State last year, transferring in. Had a good year, not a great year. He was spectacular early on. He had 11 touchdowns, no picks through the first 7 games. And you think, wow, he's going to maybe come out. Well, the bottom line is the last 6 games, he struggled mightily. 6 touchdowns, 6 picks, and against Notre Dame on the road and BC on the road, he was at 45, 42%. So it was really a tale of 2 seasons. If Finley can be more consistent at 6'4" with an NFL arm, he can certainly be a guy could be in the first round discussion.
He is right behind Clayton Thorson on the Greeny big board right now, by the way, Mel. So
oh, if
you're keeping an eye on that. And so as I looked at the big board here, they showed me the list this morning. The first 7 players are all defensive players. So what should we read into that as we look forward, well ahead into the upcoming draft class?
Well, it's just it's a cyclical thing. 7 to 10 top guys this past year were offensive players. So now we got a defense. Maybe 7 of the top 10 will be defensive guys. But the defensive line, you knew it was building to that Grinny with Ed Oliver when he was a freshman, dynamic. Rashan Gary, as I say, #1 player overall when he came out of high school. Then you knew Bosa was going to be right there. Then the Clemson guys, Dexter Lawrence, Clellan Farrell, all decided to go back. So that meant Devin White at LSU. What linebacker in the last 10 years is faster to the football than Devin White from LSU? Watch out for him. So, and Greedy Williams, the corner at LSU. So these are all highly regarded players that have been consistent from day one with their respective programs.
Well, let's actually zero in on one game this weekend. There's one matchup between 2 top 10 teams, and that's Auburn, which is #6, and Washington, #9. So for the fans watching that game, who are the best NFL prospects on those teams?
Well, you go to Auburn, Derek Brown, the defensive tackle, and he's one of many defensive tackles that have a high grade at 6'4". You think about a kid well over 320 pounds. You think about quickness and the ability to be a pass rush type defensive tackle. He can do it at his size, which is rare, Grinny. He's got rare talent for a defensive tackle that is as big as Derek Brown is. And certainly in this game, he's going to be getting after Jake Browning, a veteran quarterback with Myles Gaskin running the football, Chico McClatcher coming back from the injury at wide receiver. Then for the Washington Huskies, Huskies protecting Jake Browning will be Trey Adams, the left tackle, injured last year, coming back from the knee injury this season. We'll see how he kind of rounds into shape, Green, but Trey Adams, I think, could be the first left tackle coming off the board somewhere in the top 5, top 10 overall. Kind of a Taylor Lewan type coming out of college.
All right, you know it isn't football season until Mel's Big Board is available on ESPN.com, and you can find it there right now. We will check in again soon. Enjoy the games this weekend. Thank you, Mel.